The judge is looking at the verdict on paper right now. We are being told.
Madam Foreperson.
Let's listen in.
Indictment 2013-983-A, charging the defendant Aaron Hernandez with murder. What say you, Madam Foreperson? Is the defendant not guilty, guilty of murder in the first degree, or guilty of murder in the second degree?
Guilty of murder in the first degree.
Madam Foreperson, by which theory or theories, deliberate premeditation and/or extreme atrocity or cruelty?
Extreme atrocity or cruelty.
Indictment 2013-983-B, charging the defendant Aaron Hernandez with unlawful possession of a firearm while not at home or work. What say you, Madam Foreperson? Is the defendant not guilty or guilty?
Guilty.
Indictment 2013-983-C, charging the defendant Aaron Hernandez with unlawful possession of ammunition. What say you, Madam Foreperson? Is the defendant not guilty or guilty?
Guilty.
Your Honor, the jury be polled on count one pursuant to Rule 27, please.
Hey. Juror in seat 1 is the verdict on indictment 2013-983-A as announced by the foreperson, your verdict.
Yes.
Juror in seat number 3 is the verdict as announced by the foreperson, your verdict.
Yes.
Madam Foreperson, is the verdict that you've announced your verdict?
Yes.
Juror in seat number 7, is the verdict as announced by the foreperson your verdict?
Yes.
Juror in seat number 8, is the verdict as announced by the foreperson your verdict?
Yes.
Juror in seat number 9, is the verdict as announced by the foreperson your verdict?
Yes.
Juror in seat number 10, is the verdict as announced by the foreperson your verdict?
Yes.
Juror in seat 13, is the verdict as announced by the foreperson your verdict?
Yes.
Juror in seat 14, is the verdict as announced by the foreperson your verdict?
Yes.
Juror in seat 15, is the verdict as announced by the foreperson your verdict?
Yes.
Juror in seat 16, is the verdict as announced by the foreperson your verdict?
Yes.
And juror in seat 18, is the verdict as announced by the foreperson your verdict?
Yes.
Be seated, please, jurors.
Please remain standing. Thank you. May the verdicts be recorded.
Amen.
Members of the jury, hearken to your verdict as it will be recorded by the court. Upon your oaths, you do say the defendant Aaron Hernandez is guilty of murder in the first degree on indictment 2013-983-A under the theory of extreme atrocity or cruelty. The defendant is guilty of unlawful possession of a firearm while not at home or work on indictment 2013-983-B, and that the defendant is guilty of unlawful possession of ammunition on indictment 2013-983-C. So say you, Madam Foreperson, yes or no?
Yes.
So say all members of the jury.
Yes.
You may be seated, please.
Members of the jury, and I include those of you who deliberated and those of you who were alternates, I want to thank all of you very, very much for giving your valuable time to hear and decide this case. I am not unmindful of the sacrifice you all made to serve on this jury.